Well, hello. Today, we're talking none other than Coachella. Coachella. The name that everyone knows, but I don't know. I thought that was going somewhere, but it's not. Another year, I'm not going to Coachella. I want nothing more than to go to Coachella at some point in my life. I feel like if I don't do it soon, then I'm going to age out of Coachella, where like I'm too old to be there or like too old to enjoy it. Thinking now I'm like 18-year-olds go to Coachella, like it kind of feels dangerous. But maybe that's just the 25-year-old me talking. If you don't know what Coachella is, have you been living under a rock? If you don't know, Coachella is a big music festival that happens every year in Indio, California. I don't know the history of Coachella. I want to say it's kind of what everyone likes to compare. Like, oh, it's like Woodstock. Like, everyone used to wear like really indie outfits. It is like a art kind of festival. Celebrate, creativity. While there are these big name acts at Coachella, I think it's also to celebrate lesser known artists and just celebrate music. My main thought this year, hearing about Coachella is Coachella still cool? Like, do we still think Coachella's really cool? Whenever I was a freshman in college, Coachella was the peak. Everyone was at Coachella. Celebrities, influencers, people that you've seen all over the internet are at Coachella, or they're gonna be there because it's like the it event. Like, is it more of a low-key event now? I know it's not. I think it's something that everyone's like, oh yeah, Coachella, I don't know if I'm gonna go. And then like every celebrity and influencer ends up being there. They're not gonna not go because probably FOMO. But yeah, I just feel like Coachella isn't talked about as much anymore. Coachella would end and then immediately people were planning their next Coachella arrival. One Coachella would end and it was all of a sudden about what we're going to do next year at Coachella, what we're going to wear. Fashion at Coachella used to be the mecca of fashion. I used to think, at least. You went and you were wearing very festival, glittery eyes, fringe. A lot of people just barely wear any clothes at all. I know they're in the desert, but the desert does get cold at night. I feel like the fashion this year is going to be more laid back, but I feel like it's just going to be more low-key, more laid back, maybe like jeans and like some sort of funky top, whereas before it was a fringe, sequency, fluffy, like something just outrageous. I always think of James Charles and the assless chaps. I think of that every time. It's hard not to think about that, actually. I think glitter, I think bandanas, I think fringe and 70s inspired aesthetics. And nowadays, I feel like it's gonna be like low-rise jeans and a cropped t-shirt that says something. I just kind of feel like that may be the vibe, but I could be terribly wrong. One thing I have noticed with festivals and like Coachella in particular, especially last year, was the rise of the cowboy boot. Being from Oklahoma, this was really weird for me to see because these were people that have never stepped foot at a rodeo or like gone to a country concert their entire life, but yet it was all about the cowboy boot and wearing cowboy boots with like short shorts or skirt. It's just weird to me, but I do love it, although I was like, their feet are gonna hurt. Cowboy boots, while they are a great shoe and very versatile, they're not exactly the comfiest, or mine weren't. I would wear those things all day long in college to a football game, and by the end of the day I was actually exhausted. Like, my feet had enough, so I don't know how they're doing it, but it's a big moment for the cowboy boot. Maybe we won't see that as much though anymore. Maybe we're past that. Leading into this week, I don't feel like I've heard anyone talk about Coachella. I'm kind of confused if anyone's gonna go. I've heard a couple podcasts where people are like, oh yeah, Coachella, next week I'm gonna go to Coachella. Yeah, we're all getting a house together. I've heard like one podcast talk about that. Besides that, I'm truly curious if they're gonna go, because usually it's like all their content leading up to it is about Coachella. While I feel like celebrities are going to be more low-key about Coachella this year and they're not really going to talk about it and they may just show up for the big act, I still feel like influencers are going to do their influencer thing. They're still going to wear an outrageous outfit. They're still, maybe moving in silence, picking out what they're going to wear. But I'm curious to see what exactly the trends are going to be this year. Let's look at the music headliners. This is a music festival after all. The lineup is all right. I mean, there's something really awesome about it, but like, to me, the lineup wasn't the best ever. Following up to last year, it was awesome headliners. I mean, we had Harry Styles, we had The Weeknd. Kanye was supposed to come, but we won't talk about that. So this year, the headliner for Friday night is Bad Bunny, which I love Bad Bunny. Love, but I don't know Spanish, so therefore you know? Like, I love him and what he's got going on, but I wish I understood his songs, which that's on me, you know? That's on me. I should know Spanish. There's only one that I really like, kind of know the vibe to, and it's the Canoia VIPA Selfie Sit Cheese. That's the only, but Gorillaz is playing leading up to that. Metro Booming, Pusha T. I mean, like, Friday night just, it doesn't look that great. I'm gonna be honest. That's just my terrible music taste. Saturday night, Blackpink, which I get Blackpink is like one of the biggest pop groups in the world. It's K-pop. I like literally can't really name one Blackpink song, but I know they have hype, okay? And I'm not gonna diss that they aren't good. Like, yeah, I'm sure they're good. Not my vibe. Leading up to that is Rosalia. Now that's kind of tea that Rosalia isn't the main act that night. Maybe they didn't want to have 2 Hispanic headliners. I don't know, but I'm just kind of surprised about that. Let's see, the rest of that day, it's I don't know. Like, no one that, I don't know, it just is kind of You've got Charlie XCX, Labyrinth, Kid Laroi, Remy Wolf, Flo Milli. Maybe I'm out on music. Am I not cool anymore? Sunday night, however, is tea. Like, it is awesome. Frank Ocean? I wouldn't be surprised if he like last minute dropped out, but if he actually comes out and plays Blonde and plays his hits, he's been like in hiding for the last 100 years. We haven't seen Frank Ocean. We haven't had new music since 2016. I still play that music like on rotation. Like, I love Frank Ocean. I'm actually super excited anticipating Frank Ocean performing at Coachella. Besides that, Dominique Fike, Willow, Ray Shrimmerd. I mean, it's just my music taste, I guess, is just like not Coachella this year. Los Bichos? That looks kind of cool. Anyways, I'm sure Coachella is a way for a lot of people to find new music and really just kind of, I don't know, give small artists a platform. I just think it should be the most like stacked, loaded festival since it's got so much hype and everyone talks about Coachella. Coachella is iconic. It is. But I wish the music like lived up to it. That's maybe a hot take. I guess since I'm a girl, I think the fashion is so important. You could say that maybe, but I don't know. People are being low-key about Coachella. What are they hiding? That's what I want to know. I can't wait to see what happens. There are 2 weeks of it, so maybe after next week, I'll have more to say. Anyways, that was my thoughts about Coachella this year. I still do wish I was going, but like in no way do I think outrageous outfits are going to be the vibe this year. All right, thanks for watching. I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment your Coachella thoughts. Have you been to Coachella? Are you looking forward to seeing someone perform this year? I'm really curious. What's the vibes, guys? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye!